Nation here this morning. We are live, coming to you live. I'm live from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I know my buddy Kevin, the original shark from Shark Tank, is coming to you live from Tampa. And we're excited because yesterday we threw open the doors to the Secrets of Closing the Sale Masterclass. We had a whole bunch of people come in and join us, but today's just day 2. And we decided that we had to do something really special. But before we get to that, I don't want to do the big reveal. We want to hear where you're watching from. So put in the comments where you're watching from this morning so we can do some call outs and we can kind of connect with you. Okay, we got, how are you? Hey, I'm doing good this morning. Kevin, how are you this morning?
I'm doing fantastic, Mark. I'm doing great, feeling good. Nice. I don't know what the weather's like in Salt Lake, but we got a pretty nice day here in St. Pete, Florida. So Tampa, Florida.
Well, I think you may have us beat on the weather front, but I'll tell you, the scenery is hard to beat here. It is hard.
Yeah, I love Salt Lake.
The mountains.
People in from all over, but I'm telling you, look at this, man.
California, we got Michigan, we got Wendy joining us, Laura joining us, Richard joining us, Deborah joining us. Good morning, man.
Australia, the Philippines, Nicaragua. I love it. It's a global audience today.
Already at this time of the morning. That's what I love. I mean, already at this time of the morning, we got all these people coming on here. And so, all right, so here's the deal, okay? So how many of you out there, all right, before we got a big reveal that's coming your way, so get ready, it's coming your way. But before I tell you what it is, I want to know how many of you, all right, how many of you were impacted by Zig Ziglar? If you were impacted by Zig Ziglar, if Zig Ziglar touched your life, impacted you, then I want you to put in the comments, love Zig, all right, because we love Zig. You know, Zig passed away 5 years ago, but we love Zig because his legacy lives in each of us. And that's why we decided to bring his legacy to life through this master class that we're offering. And Kevin, man, you know, the doors are open. And, you know, what's it feel like to be the guy that's helping to take your mentor's legacy and bring it to millions of people all over the world?
Well, that's a great question, Mark. First of all, it's a very significant thing, first of all, okay? So, because Zig touched so many people, hundreds of millions of people around the world for so many years, 40 years, and the wisdom that Zig had it's just so powerful that to be responsible for bringing that message back to the future, back to the millennials, back to those that were touched by him, to also be able to stay in touch it's a very substantial commitment and responsibility on my part. So I don't take it lightly, for sure, and that's why over the last, as you know, 90 days, you and I have tirelessly been going all over country, soon to be all over the world. Actually, we've been into Canada. We're going to be in Brazil. This is going to be a global effort as well, because you can see we have a global audience here today. But I don't take it lightly. I take it with extreme passion and honor, and I'm just ready to bring Zig back to the future, and in such a powerful fashion. I'm excited to be the one that is allowed to do this, and because I've connected now with the family, with Julie and Tom and Cindy, the group that is so entrenched, obviously, with their relationship with their father from the past. I'm ready to take that baton and make it happen. So this is our week, man. We put all the time and effort. We've been filming, we've been practicing, we've been rehearsing. Today is showtime. Okay.
Well, I got to tell you, Kevin, as you were talking, literally the screen was filling up with people saying, love Zig. Love Zig, love Zig, love Zig. And, and I got to tell you, everybody that's listening here, if you love Zig, like and share this. The only way anybody is going to hear what this message, that's going to hear about Zig's legacy, that's going to help Kevin and I extend his legacy around the world, you got to like and share it. That's the only way anybody's going to find out. And so, in fact, if you share it, come back in and put it in the comments. We want to see that you've shared it. We want to know that you're helping us get the message of Zig Ziglar and his legacy out there. I saw a couple comments too, Kevin. One said, there was one, Deborah. She said, is there any way you can get a replay of this? I got a sick grandson. I got to go. Absolutely. When you and I are done with this, if Facebook will save this, you can come back and watch this later. So if you got to step off, then come back, finish watching this, because you're not going to want to miss what comes next. Are you ready? All right. If you're ready to hear what Kevin Harrington is going to give to you to help extend the legacy as a special gift from him, put in the comments, I'm ready, all right? Because we want to hear that you're ready. We want to know that you're awake. We want to know you've had your coffee and that you are ready to hear what we've got to share. So I'm just going to get to it, okay, Kevin?
Yeah, super.
So you're the guy. You're able to take your mentor's message around the world. You love Zig. You want other people to love Zig. But we want people to really consume it. We want people to be on this live, yes, but we want them to really take in the content like you did when you were a senior in high school, like you did whenever you were building your infomercial business.
Right.
So that's what we've done with our masterclass. And we've opened the cart. People can get involved. They can go to zigsecrets.com. They can get involved. They can enroll. They can become part of our community. And really, it's a community. Our goal is to help everybody that gets in this community crush it this year. Blow up their sales, blow up their life in an awesome way. And so I know that you decided today to do something special just for people who watch on Facebook. And so I know that you're giving away something that you've worked on, something that you've perfected over your years. People ask you, Kevin, how do you do what you do? How did you do what you did? And so you're going to kind of give some of those secrets yourself away to people that are watching on Facebook. And I see some people saying, I'm ready. All right. So if you're ready, then Kanya Wright's watching. Thank you, Adrian. I want to win. Okay. We got a lot of people ready. All right. So let's lay it on them. What is the first gift that you're willing to give to everybody who enrolls in our masterclass today?
So Mark, thank you for that. I mean, I think number one, part of what we're doing here, we're bringing all of Zig's amazing, secrets of closing the sales back to the table. There's and as we've said all along, for 40 years, I've been an entrepreneur, and I've had over 20 businesses that have gone to $100 million in sales. So we have what we call the 100X success power pack, how to 100 times the size of your business, right? And it's multi functional, as in that it's not just one thing. We're going to share 3 different things, but we're going to start with the first, because as the guy, I did Shark Tank for a number of seasons and I've taken not just thousands of pitches, I actually take thousands of pitches a year. So if you go back 30 years, I've taken over 50,000 pitches in my life. Okay. And so do something 50,000 times and you're going to get a feel for how to give a good pitch. Okay. So, I can tell you there's one thing that when somebody comes in and gives me a pitch, which, you've seen me take pitch after pitch at different events, I know what a good pitch is. So the first thing we're giving back to everybody today is the 10 steps to the perfect pitch. And this is powerful because pitching, a lot of times people are pitching for an investment, and that might be, certainly when someone comes on Shark Tank, they pitch for that, hey, I'm looking for money. Shark, will you invest in my business? That can be used for pitching for investment, but it's also, pitching goes beyond just an investment. But I don't know how much of this you want me to cover here today, Mark, but the bottom line is, want me to give them some of the tips?
I don't want you to cover any more than that because I want them to get it. All right.
I got you.
I don't want you to give the rest of them. I want everybody out there who would like to learn how to give the perfect pitch from the guy who's heard 50,000 pitches. All right. That's a simple question. All right. So if you'd like to learn how to give the perfect pitch from Kevin Harrington, a guy who's heard over 50,000 pitches and has probably given 5,000 pitches yourself. Okay,
Yeah.
so you've got it. So you know how to pitch. You've heard pitches. So if you want, step one is you got to perfect that pitch. Okay, so if you want to perfect that pitch, I want you to put in there, all right? I want you to put in there that you put in there perfect pitch, all right? Because here's the deal. Someone said perfect pitch comes from the heart. Absolutely. Kevin knows that the best pitch is authentic. It's real. It's you. And so number one is you got to have the right pitch. If you want somebody to help you blow up your business to 100x your business, you got to be able to communicate what you do, who you are, what your business is. All right. So once they refine that pitch, all right. And I got people that are putting in comments, listen, guys, if you want access to this, all right, then I want you to put in there perfect pitch. I want you to put I want in. We want to know. We've got Christina wants it. Diana wants it. Christy wants it. Okay. So once they understand how to pitch, Kevin, what's the next thing they need to do to really accelerate their growth?
Yes. And, and so I'm not going to give them all the tips here today, Mark, but, I always just like to tease a little bit. So part of pitching is learning how to tease a little bit with some kind of an attention getting problem. Okay. And so, people have been, throwing some comments up. One gentleman said, oh, you got to pitch from the heart. Yes, that's part of it. But, you also, if you start right out from the heart and you don't have their attention, you don't start with a problem. You've got to, when you're pitching, there's heart involved, but then there's also logic. Okay. So, again, I'm not going to get into the whole, the 10 steps because I could do an hour on that. Okay. But I'm just going to tell you, when you hear all 10 steps, you'll be blown away. So, one of the girls that typed in here, yes, I want to learn how to pitch. I need to. So this is what you're going to get absolutely free as part of our program. But once so we're now talking about, we got a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of business people out there, people that are looking to take their business to the next step. So they need to learn how to pitch, but you know what you also need? You need a winning business plan. And I'll tell you this, Mark, is that when, the best kind of pitch that I get, because I can't physically take 50,000 pitches all in person. I can't take them all by phone. I mean, I live on an airplane 2 weeks a month. Okay, so you're not allowed to talk on the airplane. And by the way, if you were, I don't think I'd want to be just taking pitches on the flight the whole time either, right? So you need to be able to put these pitches in writing, and putting the pitches in writing requires having a decent business plan. And so I've read tens of thousands of business plans over the years, not quite 50,000 because, I've taken more pitches than I have plans. But when I get the pitch, I then say, look, you need to be able to show me, I'm just going to, again, give you a couple of tidbits here. A business plan has, give or take, generally in the neighborhood of 10 to 12 components, right? So one of the things that people forget about so often on Shark Tank is a competitive business analysis, okay? So they come in, they're so excited about their product and their pitch and their opportunity that one of the things, and Mr. Wonderful loves to talk about this himself, and so do I, but, because for those that know Evan O'Leary on Shark Tank, he's always, one of his first questions is generally, okay, great, you got a great product. Who else has something similar out in the marketplace? And now this is again, I'm not getting too complicated for anybody because I can't go through 10 to 12 components of a business plan, but you probably, if you're out there listening, you're thinking about raising capital. You need some capital. You want to put a pitch together. You want to put a good business plan together. One of the things that's important is showing how unique your business or service or product is, and this applies to products and services. And how unique is it such that show me that there's no other product or service that solves the problem you solve in a similar fashion. Okay, so that's one of the key things that I look for. And again, that's one of about 12, so I'm not giving away too much here, Mark. But show me what problem you solve. Show me that it solves that problem in a unique enough fashion such that no other product or service solves that problem in a similar fashion. Okay, so that's that one thing out of 12. But we give them all 12 today when they join our program.
I love it. I love it. So we're going to show them how to perfect their pitch. Then you're going to give them the winning ways to a business plan so that they really know how to position their business and plan for success. In fact, I'm going to just say right out here, all right, if you guys would like help with a business plan, if you'd love to have access to that, put in the comments business plan. We want to know. We had a bunch of people that put perfect pitch. How many of you are connecting? How many of you would like to have Kevin Harrington help you with your business plan? Because listen, when you get involved with our masterclass, Kevin had Zig Ziglar as a mentor when he was a senior in high school. I mean, how many of you would like to have had Zig Ziglar as your mentor in high school? And then now you get the chance to ask Kevin Harrington to come in and be a mentor to your business and help you with your business plan. I mean, this is crazy, but it's just what you do when you get to a stage in life like Kevin's at, when you want to extend a legacy. People need to hear this message. They need to be inspired. That's what we're doing here. So what's the last thing? What's the third thing that you're going to give them that will ensure this explosive growth in 2018?
So when people always ask me, hey, Kevin, how did you get on Shark Tank, right? And to become a shark. And I'll say, because one person says, oh, wow, you're an overnight success. Kevin, I've seen you on Shark Tank. This is amazing. I'm saying, no, it started 40 years ago, okay? Like I was, Zig was my mentor when I was in high school. Then I got into college. He changed my mindset completely to want to supercharge everything. And I way more than 10x, probably 50x my business by getting a Zig Ziglar mindset. Then I got into the infomercial business when Secrets of Closing the Sale. The year I started in infomercials, Zig was my mentor on closing and selling. And this was now the techniques I use in my infomercial. So I started way back, but more recently, I started a very a detailed plan of action to go build my brand, and this is going back 10 years ago, and to become I followed a 7-step process to become a key person of influence in my industry. Right? So this happened at a mastermind that I went to, and I had some advice from some very cool people, one of which was Richard Branson. And here I was listening to some smart people. They said, Kevin, you've helped build Billy Mays' brand, Tony Little's brand, Jack LaLanne's brand. You've done business with George Foreman, all these people, but nobody knows who you are. So I set out on a path to build my brand, and I followed 7 steps. And that's what we're giving away absolutely free, is how you can build your brand. And if you're an entrepreneur out there right now listening to this, I guarantee you, when you get done with my 7 steps of building your brand, your eyes are going to be open, because when I got done doing my 7 steps, guess what happened? Mark Burnett called from Shark Tank to say, Kevin, will you come out and meet me? I want to put you on the TV show Shark Tank. And I have to just pause for a semi-little funny story, because I got off the phone talking to Mark Burnett about Shark Tank, and I was excited. He wouldn't tell me what the show format was. And I told my wife, I said, I'm going to go see Mark Burnett. He wants me to come out and talk to him about this show called Shark Tank. And she says, but Kevin, don't you know he does crazy things to those people on that Survivor Island show? Why would you want to be on something called Shark Tank? So, when you think about it, and at the time I didn't know what it was, but there was actual sharks in real sharks in tanks when we shot the pilot. So it's a crazy story, the whole thing. But yes, I built my brand, 7 steps to become a key person of influence in my industry. And that is absolutely free with the Zig Ziglar masterclass also, these 7 steps. So we've got these 3 amazing things. We're giving them: learn how to pitch, the 10 steps to a perfect pitch, the 10 to 12 steps putting a perfect business plan together, and then the 7 steps to becoming a key person of influence in your industry. And what, again, without giving all 7 steps, one of the things that I did was I built a dream team surrounding myself with experts. And there's a way to do this. Again, I'm not going to give all the secrets away here during our presentation, but there's a way to get people to come to your dream team with, in some cases, without even being compensated financially, believe it or not. So I've done this all my life. But more recently here, in the last 10 years, I have focused on becoming that key person of influence by creating an amazing dream team, some of which were digital marketers and digital gurus, which is one of the things you need to do today. So, that's the 3rd thing we're giving away absolutely free, Mark. Anybody that joins the master class is getting some amazing additional content.
All right. So here's the deal, everybody. If you are into this, if you think this is something for you, all right, we started out this whole thing saying that Kevin was going to give you the tools to 100x your business, 100x your life. And so put in the comments 100x. All right, so we know that you're in. And, the fact of the matter is that you have an opportunity to come alongside Kevin Harrington, to come alongside Zig Ziglar. But if you know anybody that wants this content, that would benefit from this content, then I want you to like and share this. Please like and share this. Come back in. Tell us you shared it. Nobody's going to hear this message this morning outside of you unless you share this message. And so come on in. We want to see you inside our community. It's going to be a community of people. Kevin is the leader of this community, but there's going to be surrounded by people with one goal. And that goal is to help others get what they want in life. That's the core premise of our entire program, is you can have everything in life you want if you'll just help enough other people get what they want. Imagine being in a community filled with those kind of people. Imagine being in a community filled with everybody that's thinking, how do I help other people? And the only question is, how much is enough? How many people do I need to help? Well, guess what? It becomes contagious. I want to be in a community where I'm surrounded by people who are all there to say, how do I help you succeed? That's what this community is. That's what we're going to do for each other. If you'll get involved with what we're doing here with the Secrets of Closing the Sale Masterclass. Kevin, as always, man, thank you for taking your time out. Appreciate you. Appreciate the commitment to Zig Ziglar, the commitment to entrepreneurs, and, just love everything that you're given to make sure people really crush in 2018.
Hey, thank you, Mark. I've been an entrepreneur 40 years. I know we got many entrepreneurs out there. We're going to teach you how to sell, how to close, how to build your brand, how to write a plan, how to get a pitch, how to raise money. This is all inclusive. And it's, when it's all said and done, you're going to come out of this supercharged, ready to